Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular mystery reading number 629. Before getting into this reading, chances are most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it so you don't miss an upload. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do subscribe and support me, thank you very much. And now that all of that is out of the way, I'm going to start this reading off with interpreting the number 629. This number brings the energies of unconditional love, balance. I just got a vision of scales, so the Justice card could be significant as well. I didn't mean to say the Justice card, it's because I accidentally looked at the bottom of the deck because I got it caught my eye. It's the moon. So it seems like you're navigating an uncertain situation that might give you a little anxiety. But there's also the energy of purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. I get this strong feeling that there's some sort of darkness or dark energy that needs to be released or transmuted into more light energy. Working with energy in general could be significant. I always hear a lot about people or readers, psychics, talking about alchemizing energy, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing. So alchemy could be significant for you. I also get the energy of mirroring, which I do believe is about your internal world reflecting your external world. So if you feel like you're experiencing dark things, it could be a reflection of the darkness that of an overflow of darkness that exists within you. And the same with the light. If you feel like you are experiencing a lot of light things, good things, peaceful things, it's a reflection of the light and peace that already exists within you. In this reading, it definitely feels like it's focusing more on darkness, especially with the moon, because the moon is all about, it's literally at night. There could be like a creepy, eerie type of energy here. I'm only saying this because I just now got done watching videos, or a video from this channel called Creepy Bits. And I've been watching ghost hunting videos. So there could be sort of like a spooky energy here for someone, not in a way that makes you super duper anxious, but rather more curious. It's almost like the darkness and the unknown intrigues you rather than scares you. Or it could be both. And you're being called to focus more on the curiosity rather than the fear. But obviously use your judgment. Because the darkness, you know, since it is the unknown, it can be unpredictable. So make sure you're following your intuition. So I'm going to, was there anything else I can get? Unconditional love, balance, purpose. I do feel here you do have the potential for sure to have a deeper understanding of what your purpose actually is through navigating a dark, uncertain situation. So it's almost like maybe you're curious about this uncertainty or the unknown because you're curious about your purpose, what it all means for you, and I feel like you're being called to follow that curiosity like I already said. So I'm going to start this reading off by drawing out one card from the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot, which is not really focusing, it doesn't really matter. And while I was shuffling, a few cards kind of flipped over. I'm only going to take one of them. and I just saw the number 444, which is about stability, speaking more on the idea of balance. To create more stability outside of yourself, you have to create this stability within yourself first. A stable way of thinking, almost like a streamlining type of feeling. I don't know if that's the right word, but you could be flipping back and forth between certain thoughts or beliefs, and it's really conflicting in terms of, you know, what's manifesting for you, what you're attracting, and it could be causing some frustration. But I have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, I don't know why this is struggling to focus. My camera did this before. I did drop my phone, and the top of the screen is a little bit glitched or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, the camera was working fine earlier. I did have a point in time where I was recording videos and the camera was focusing and unfocusing like it is now. I don't know what's going on, but we're just gonna keep moving forward like it's not happening. I just saw 555. That's a sign of change and transformation. This King of Swords upright, it says practical, determination, reason, logic. And in reverse, it says egotistical, disrespectful, calculating, manipulative, cold, selfish, analytical, superiority complex. This could be a character that you are dealing with. It's interesting because I'm feeling very distracted right now about the camera going in and out of focus, because while I was watching these videos, I don't know if it's just in my head and the videos are freaking me out, but I did like feel a presence in my room, and so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I do know that whenever I walk past the window in my kitchen, I get this feeling of like being shot through the window, specifically in the head. I don't know the history of this apartment or anything. It's weird. I don't know what it's about, but this King of Swords, this either reflects you or someone else. Someone here is a very, I just heard narcissist, which I know that word gets thrown around a lot, so I'm going to take it if it resonates. But someone here is very shrouded in the darkness. In one of the videos it said shrouded of secrets or shrouded around secrets. I don't know. But someone here is definitely not being honest with themselves. And also there is a message here: don't be hard on yourself for being imperfect. Don't be hard on yourself for struggling to cope with things that have happened to you in the past. It could be the distant past, and it's kind of just been building up for years now. But be kind to yourself while you're trying to navigate this darkness. Don't expect yourself to be perfect, because that's not the focus here. Remember, it's discovery and understanding your purpose, which is interesting because this card, hopefully you can see he's thinking, which is not focusing very well. That's okay, but he's thinking. So I do feel here that there's something here that you really need to reflect on, some darkness within you. And actually you could be attracting people that are more cold, selfish, analytical, manipulative, disrespectful, because this is the kind of energy that you project towards yourself. I also felt called to talk about the Three of Wands in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse, because whenever this flipped over, there were a couple other cards behind it, and when I kind of moved my hand to where like it kind of started peeking the others. I don't know if this makes sense, but that's what happened, and that's why I feel called to talk about these cards. There's a stagnant energy here because something is blocked emotionally. The stagnancy is being represented with the Three of Wands the emotional blockage is being represented with the Two of Cups. So you're preventing yourself from, there's a stubbornness or resistance within you that is preventing you from moving forward with something, or in your own life, with your own growth, spiritual growth, career growth, whatever. You could be standing in your way because there's something that you're holding on to emotionally that you're being called to let go, so it's no longer standing in your way anymore. And I just saw 1010, so that tells me that your spirit guides are near and that they want to help you navigate this, and you don't have to navigate it alone. So pay attention to signs, synchronicities, pay attention to the messages in this reading, especially the ones that resonate. And I just saw 1, 2, 3. You're being called to pay attention for a reason. The universe, your spirit guides, whatever higher power you believe in, is trying to show you something or guide you somewhere. And I'm kind of getting this message of follow the light because of the moon energy. When you're lost in the dark, what do? You follow the light. It just makes sense to me. There could be something significant here about a flashlight. You could also be feeling a lot of passion as well. I associate the moon card with the High Priestess, which is about your intuition, following your inner voice, paying attention to what's going on inside of you to help you navigate the physical reality. It's almost like your inner world is your compass. What is your north? I feel like the light that is supposed to be guiding you is the light that already exists within you. So what do you believe in? What do you trust outside of yourself? What do you think deeply about? I think it's not only about focusing on what you believe and trust outside of yourself, but there's a very important message here about believing in yourself and trusting yourself, creating that trust from within. This darkness, I feel like navigating this darkness is definitely going to make your intuition louder, clearer, easier to follow. So keep moving forward the best that you can, and in time, naturally, it'll become clear, what is your intuition and what are your fears. Be careful with what you pay attention to, what you listen to, what you consume or absorb, especially energetically. It could be important for you to learn how to protect your energy. And I'm also feeling inner child energy here. I'm thinking of the Page of Swords. I think there's a need here to better understand your ego. I saw 1313. That's a sign of good luck, good fortune. I think better understanding your ego can really help you, change your luck or your karma, or, the opportunities that are presented to you, the outcomes in your life. So if you feel called to, I would definitely do some research on your ego from a spiritual context or perspective and what that means, because I feel like there is something about your ego that is holding you back emotionally and ultimately materially or physically, whether it's a relationship with another person, a job opportunity. Something about your ego is standing in the way. And again, don't be hard on yourself. We all have an ego, just not all of us have that fair chance to understand how to use it in a way that works for us rather than against us. You're allowed to feel good about yourself and your strengths. It's just about having a balance between appreciating your strengths and also recognizing and respecting your weaknesses and being willing to turn them into strengths if that's what you want to do. I'm going to wrap up this reading by drawing out one card from this box of cards here, which are cards I made myself, if you didn't already know. Oh, I love this. We have the number 4 here, and I just saw 444. It says it only gets better from here. There's something here about your foundation. It seems like you are committed to stability, and that's what really, really matters here. If you do see the number 4, pay attention to what you're thinking, what's going on around you, and try to understand how stability, or whatever the number 4 means to you, applies to what you're currently thinking and feeling or dealing with in the external reality. I just saw 1515, so I do feel there's something here about breaking away from some sort of attachment. Your ego is definitely connected to the devil. I don't know if I said, like, 1515 to me is devil energy, and that's why I feel like there's something here that you have the potential to break away from. It's just a matter of what you choose to do and how you choose to move forward and how you choose to use your power. I just saw 543 and then got a vision of the 7 of Cups, which is all about choices. So take your choices seriously right now. I just saw 555, which I feel like is encouragement to choose healing, choose to transform, and choose to embrace change, because you are in control not only of your own thoughts and emotions and how you express your passion, but also the reality that you create, which is interesting because now the camera's acting up again. If that bothers you too much, I mean, if you're this far into the reading, it can't have, but if it has, this may not be your reading. Stay committed. I feel like the guidance here is to stay committed and to keep faith in the idea that things will get better as long as you stay committed to your growth, your healing, to reflecting, to understanding something. I feel like it's a big thing that you're going to understand, if you allow yourself to understand, is your soul, yourself, your purpose, you know, your own beliefs, your own spirituality. You have a big potential here to understand something very deeply here, something very spiritual, but again, it's only if you choose to do it. Is there anything else I can get from this energy? I know I already said it, but definitely pay attention to the number 4, because that's been coming out a lot. If you choose to stay committed to creating that stability within you, then that commitment to that being created outside of you will be reflected, if that makes sense. Focus on balance, balancing out the extremes. I'm definitely getting temperance type of energy here. I got a couple of visions about that card. So I do feel the extreme here is that there's too much darkness. So as we talked in the beginning, keep working through that and either releasing it or turning it into light. So that way, you know, life just becomes easier. You don't feel like you're carrying as much of a weight that really holds you back and drags you down.